All right, let's welcome Bolanle Ninalowo back to the stage. Shout out to Instablog Nigeria. I just saw this on Instablog Nigeria. I'm like, oh my god. No wonder.
Wala Nigeria don't report so at you cause our call. Wala.
Do me a favor. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Let's talk about Bolanle Ninalowo. You know, this is how they got in trouble in the first place. A lot, obviously nobody knows it all, but when I see some obvious stuff, if you do enough of this, you will end up in the divorce courts. When you are overly engaged with Shalaye,
we go explain because no evidence.
If you are obsessed with being right,
you're right.
These people, man. Look at this statement. He just made this statement about some hours ago, less than a day ago. He says a conqueror doesn't speak. Well, conquerors also tend not to say that, maybe until later on somebody's writing their books or anything like that, maybe. Okay, conquerors also don't have to say that, but Shalaye.
We go explain because no evidence.
Jesus Christ. What is wrong with this guy, man? Less than a day or 48 hours after he made an announcement that he's separating from his wife of 16 years, I believe he was authentically trying to help his marriage. I believe that. Okay? But trying to and having the skills, the temperament, the patience to actually pull that off when you've admitted this is sorry for my English, to cheating multiple times over and over in the past, bro, like, just wish yourselves well and focus on how you're going to move on with your family smoothly. The more you respond to us, yes, I counted myself involved in this, right? The more you're going to tell on yourself. Okay?
You doing what?
You tell on yourself. Okay? I believe that this has nothing to do with your intentions or you meant well. I believe that you meant well for your family and you try to save that family. But I also believe personally that you didn't have the skills. Okay? You might know the skills, by the way. There's a difference between knowing the skills and having the skills. Okay? There's a lot of people that know book, including me. You can read. You know the theory, right? But when you're put in a position to demonstrate this in real life, when your wife is involved, your children is involved, or if you're a superstar, a rock star like yourself, B, and you will start to Shalaye, you overreact with no evidence.
We go explain because no evidence.
You get tired. He goes, I owe no one no explanation for my life decisions. When people say this, they literally go ahead to explain. I owe no one explanation. You literally, the next thing you're going to do is explain.
Explain because no evidence.
Right? People say they don't care, but they literally go ahead within the next few seconds to prove that they care.
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
The question is, are you sure that you don't care? Are you sure that you owe no one no explanation? Because this is given. These are the telltale signs. If you did this inside of a marriage with a wife that you've betrayed in the past, kò lè work. It will break down. Communication walls will break all over the place, will break on you, will collapse right on your top of yourself. And the worst part is that you perpetuate it because of the spirit of Shalaye. Right? Oh my God. Yeah, I just heard the spirit of somebody say, "Allah, but you they do Shalaye too." I'm creating content. This is content. You get it? Abi, get it. If you don't get it,
you get it. Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
Alright? Focus on the lessons. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Okay? Well, if you want to do what I'm doing, go to myempirepro.com. Anyway, so let's continue here. It says bloggers are simply hypocrites in thirst for clout. Telencore. Again, just like you, Dochie, you didn't tell us anything new. This is all about, it's called attention. The more people watches this video, the better for me. Not necessarily for you, understandably so. I understand.
You're right.
But it's better for me. And my audience, obviously, would love to get these lessons from me. I'm not talking about Nino B in particular. I'm talking about all the Nino Bs. I don't know this guy like that. He doesn't know me. No personal, no nothing. But all the Nino Bs out there, I'm talking to you. The urge to shalaye is a sign of weakness. And you'll be tested in real time. And I get tested in real time myself sometimes. And letting go is one of the hardest things to do. He said it in his original post, which was a terrible PR statement, but he's repeating it now. I told you. See, once he started saying God will punish somebody for, he said, like, this guy, get a professional to write your PR statement. You're caught up in your emotions. And you're telling us this is what you did inside of your personal relationships. It's no wonder. He goes, any interviews circulating of me are old from 6 years ago, which was before I restored the marriage that has now finally ended. Did you restore the marriage? Are you sure you restored the marriage? Because now you're giving people admonitions to ask you that question. They will now say, are you sure you restored the marriage? What do you mean restore marriage? How long did you restore the marriage? What happened inside the marriage? Now they'll get to troll you more. I'm still defending you that people get to show their highlights. It is what it is. That's what social media is for. Social media is not to come and drag your partner. Even though people are hungry and thirsty for blood. Jesus Christ. Right? This place where you show highlights, that's literally what my wife and I do. We show you the highlights. And if you are thirsty, you will just stay thirsty. Okay? Right? So now he goes on to do more shalaye. Nami de jubilates. Quote, Nami de jubilates. That means I'm the one jubilating. And you are the one worrying. No, we know they worry. It's one of two things on this end. We're either consuming content or we're producing content. And being influenced. I will add that third one. We're being influenced too. So gentlemen, be careful. You're being influenced. Be careful what you listen to. What advice you listen to on the internet. Or what kind of stuff you gravitate towards. It does influence you. So we're producing, consuming content, and being influenced. No worries. Don't worry about us worrying. How about that? Right? God will help me, go help una. And me. May God help all of us. But brotherly, you're going to need, nobody goes through breakfast. Either you serve the breakfast or you chop the breakfast. Okay? There's no one that goes to heartbreak of any type. Either you're the receiving end or you're the one giving it, that goes scot-free. Not even the children. Everyone collect.
Sorry.
Everyone take some time off to assess what went down. I feel I can bet my monthly livelihood on it that announcement you made was prematurely made. It was made out of emotions. You should have calmed down. Even if effectively in your life, your marriage was going in that direction. Take some time. For a while, people would have been questioning and say, it doesn't seem like they're together. And then you can now make a statement. At that point in time, you at least make sure that things are settled in, balanced. You guys are separated. You're working through it before you rush to the internet to make emotionally driven statements like the one you made yesterday. For the rest of us, it's true for us too. It's not just because it's a rock star that at the core of it, we're all dealing with the same issue. We're all dealing with the same issue. Be calming down. Assess things before you act. Okay? Let's be calming down. God will bless all of una. And then it goes, Ireo. I sure say, una shall go get una own problem too. Problem no they finish, my brother. That has nothing, it's irrelevant to what we're talking about though. He said, Maka is fine. Or is he? Oh, it's Makanaki, right? I'm glad you are fine. But there's no one that walks through breakfast, either they're giving it or dishing it or eating it, that goes scot-free. You need to make sure that you're okay, emotionally speaking. And the fact that you have to do shalaye like this, you're not there yet, bro. You're not there. Take some time. It's not a crime. Let's go of us. Next week, we'll follow another story that we can extract some more lessons from, because human being go the problem no they finish. Okay, so even though you're right,
You're right.
Yeah, you're right, but
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap. It's irrelevant. Okay, Maka is fine. Anu ni moriba. All man will reap only what they sow. It's irrelevant. Fairness, know the work inside this thing is skills, your skills and the tools. If you want marriage to sustain on an ongoing basis, you need skills, you need tools. It has nothing to do with fairness. Because I guarantee you, she felt like you were not being fair. Just as much as you felt like you were not being fair. So two to get two. Once you two about to get two, then we have to go back to the drawing table, because this is going to be your wife. Figuratively speaking, for the rest of your life. 2 kids, there's no escaping this, right? So you're still gonna have to deal with whatever it is that somebody is running away from. It is what it is. That's a good thing. That's the only thing. After a while, once you get into your 70s, 80s, the only thing you value are your relationships, not the labels of the relationship. No one cares about marriage as a label, a relationship as a baby mother. Nobody cares about that. It's the relationships that matters. The only thing that can stand the test of time. Okay. Now let's move on to the next agenda. Omar Loud, Maka. You want sell? Just go ahead and sell. You don't need to do shalaye, my brother.
What people call God for what God had nothing to do with?
TD Jake says God provides trees, doesn't make furniture.
Exactly. So I needed to take time back to see what I had done to her.
Nah, bro, we know you for acting. Stop teaching, bro. Just stop teaching right now. At least wait a while. This wasn't 6 years ago, and this is an interview about your marriage. This was from 9 months ago, bro. Stop the cap. Stop the cap. At least that's when Chude released it. Okay.
Stop the cap.
He goes, I don't want to throw my brothers under the bus, but we have to learn these lessons. Okay, we can't. Obviously, it's not working. Whatever common sense you were using before did not work. Okay. It did not work. When my wife and I just celebrated 16 years, I put 5 next to it. The 5 represents the phase where we for the first time can claim we have an idea of what's going on actually. Okay, so take 16 minus 5. That's 11 years that it took me to be able to say, you know what? I have an idea. And part of the idea, a major part of the idea that I have is that I have to remain a student for the rest of my life. I have to remain a student. I can't even dare near anywhere where I can say I figured it all out. That would be pride. And you know what comes before pride, right? Hand it for me inside of the comment, right? Somebody says, and the wife hasn't said a word. I respect her maturity. You see? Oga, you have grown kids. Rest, I beg. Rest. And let your family heal in peace. There's no one that escaped for free. The rest of it, you're just capping. Nobody escaped heartbreak for free. No one. Take the time off. I know it's harder when you're a superstar, rock star, you have pride, you think you can just talk to 20 million people and they will help you. They won't help you, bro. They won't help. They'll make things worse. Monitoring spirits. They don't help. They don't care. They just want to consume content. You see that emoji he used at the end? Now him get because that's exactly how he walks. What am I even saying? What's the emoji? Oh my god, that's how it works. That's crazy. That's crazy. Honestly, we don't care, boss. We don't care. We don't care. No, we mean this one.
Don't care. Still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
And you know, it's a process, man.
Yeah.
It's a process, and a lot of people keep failing because they keep jumping from one thing to another. You need to take time, sit back and see why you got it wrong.
I think we should end on that note. Nino B, take some time off. Trust me. That time that you take off, focus, get some more movies out there, bro. That's what they love you for, man. Get some more movies out there. Even your marriage, dare I say, okay? Don't worry about it for now. Like, just make sure you're there for your kids. Make sure you're there for the mother of your kids to be. That relationship has still to be nurtured for the rest of your life, for your own good. Because if you do anything else, you will collect.
Sorry, yo.
All right. Anyway, let me know what you think. What are your thoughts so far on this topic? I'll see you in the comment area.
Your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Make love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.